Welcome to Brown Sugar Confessions on Power 1017. Hello, everybody. How are you? I am Dr. Val, and we are so excited that you are here for our very first show with you on Brown Sugar Confessions, only on Power 1017. And I am so excited to introduce to you our your amazing co-host. We have none other than Miss T. Come on up, girl.
Hey, welcome everybody. We are here with Power 1017, waiting to give you guys all of the good brown sugar confessions.
Ooh, I
Hope to
like
see you. Hope you guys are writing to us right now with all of your confessions because we got some things to confess. We have some things to discuss.
Ooh,
And I can't wait because it's going to get wild.
it is going to get wild. Thank you there, Miss T. And next is KD. KD, come on up, love. How are you tonight?
Hey everybody, I'm feeling absolutely fabulous tonight. I can't believe we are finally having our first show. Yeah! So very, very stoked. For guys who don't know me, I'm KD from West Philly, born and raised. Playground is where I spent most of my days.
Hey.
So look forward to getting to know you and having you get to know me just a little bit more.
All right, KD. And next on the left, I have the beautiful Jenny C. Come on up, girl.
Hello. Welcome to Brown Sugar Confessions, everybody. I'm Jenny C, tuning in from Salt Lake City, ready to spill the tea on what's really happening behind the scenes for everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Power 1017 today.
All right. And next, none other than, but last but not least, it's a beautiful Tracy. Come on up, girl.
Hey y'all, I'm Tracy, all the way from New York, but born and raised in Texas. I'm so ready for this show. It is time that we finally air Brown Sugar Confessions and we talk about the real.
The real, like the real tea right here coming up.
Yes.
So we're
real.
going to just jump right into it. This show on Power 1017 is all about relationships, sex, pop culture, in a fun, educational, kind of commingling kind of way when we have our conversations. So what we want you to do is always remember to write into us if you have any questions, if you have comments, you want to read something. It's at Brown Sugar Confessions with an S at gmail.com. That's Brown Sugar Confessions at gmail.com. We're going to jump into it right now as we talk about something that we don't normally talk about as women. And being a clinical sexologist and a sexual scientist and a researcher, I often talk to my female clients about porn. Do you watch porn? And if so, what kind of porn do you as a female like to watch? No hold bars. I want to hear every one of them, ladies. I know, adjust yourselves, wiggle it out. But right now, I want to hear what kind of porn y'all like, if you even watch it and like it. Because Doc Bell right here, I love it. Mine's is a little extra, so I'll say mine for last for y'all. Don't just blow me out because I'm kind of freaky and stuff. All right, so who's going to talk about their confession and watching porn? What do you like? Come on, Jenny C, talk to me, baby girl.
All right, so, I do have to confess, I think I started a lot earlier, and my version of porn was all those historical romances with those steamy scenes. For me, they were steamy. I never got any sex education or anything like that from my parents. So all of that, those classes, right, in seventh grade, I couldn't connect the pictures of the female parts with the actual core. I didn't understand. But I did enjoy reading all about the scenes in those books, right? And it got to the point I could pick up a book and know what section to go to. I wouldn't even have to go through the intro and how they met. I would go and find the sex scene. And that was my porn. That's how I kind of eased into it. And to this day, I still like those as my brain candy, as my relaxation. And that gives me permission to explore other things.
Oh, so you like nice, soft porn, but the romance kind of porn. That's what you like. Oh, nice. That's sweet. What about you, Tracy? What do you like? I know you like some stuff. Come on.
Okay, so I'm gonna be completely honest. I
Oh,
only like women-directed porn, and I like hentai, hentai. But where I started was also reading romance novels. But I also started by sneaking and watching HBO when I was younger, and
uh-huh.
watching Taxi Cab Confessions,
Yes.
and
Taxi Cab Confessions would get everybody.
the other show on HBO. I for the life of me I can't remember what it was. Named. I think it was like Real Sex or
Real sex,
Real
something.
yes.
sex. That's
That's it.
it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how I started. I was just like, look, y'all know how you do it. Your parents go to bed. They're like, go to bed. And you like, yeah, 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 yeah. And then you sneak down there. You already know the code to get onto the adult programming. And that's what I watched. That was my opening. That was how I not learned anything, but that was the first time I really even saw anything outside of my parents' kiss.
Uh-huh. So wait a minute. Go back. What did you say? Hentai, hitty. What is that? What? What is that?
Hentai, that don't judge me.
I'm not, I don't know, girl. Tell me.
It is cartoon anime porn.
Stop the clock.
Oh,
Cartoon, anime, porn.
Oh yeah.
yes, yes.
What in the
Miss
heck
T,
is that?
Miss T knows. Look, you can have fairies, you can have aliens, you can have whatever you want. It's in cartoon, which I'm a cartoon head. Like I love all kinds of cartoons, right? When I'm stressed out, anxiety, I naturally go to cartoons. So that was just the easiest step for me,
Uh-huh.
and I love it. It's it's the show without the show, if you know what I'm saying.
So like, is it like a cartoon or is it like
Yes.
it's a cartoon?
It's a real cartoon, or it can be computer animated like Pixar. that's
And
how
all of
that's
the
how good
parts
some of
are
them are.
there and they show it in a cartoon. Animated.
Okay, all the parts are there. A lot of the times they are very irregular.
Over
Although
exaggerated sometimes.
that
Owner.
way over
Way
exaggerated.
over exaggerated.
But sometimes the stories are so like sweet, and sometimes they're not. But it's just a natural jump for me, and it's less for me. It's less aggressive than male directed and what's out on the web right now. Because the stuff that's out on the web right now is just I don't
Crazy.
like it. Yeah, I
So
don't like none of that.
I have a question.
Hmm?
So I was under the impression, so it's been, I'll be honest, it's been about probably 15 years or plus since I've seen any hentai. But I swore to God, hentai always involved aliens pretty much eating people at the end.
Oh man, hentai
It's
involves
changed.
everything. We got aliens, we got robots, we got demons, we got like lesbian
Vampires.
guys, yes, vampires, some ghosts.
Yeah. If you
Wow.
look, if you haven't and you wanna, okay. So has everybody seen Castlevania on Netflix?
Yes.
Okay, look.
I
No.
played Castlevania on Nintendo.
Oh no, you gotta go watch the show.
Go
You gotta
watch
go
it. Go
watch the
watch the
show.
show. Yes, and I played it on Nintendo too. That's why I watched it on Netflix. But go watch the show and you will get a softer version of it in the later seasons. In the later seasons, you'll get a softer version of it. And of course it can be just as bad as some other stuff, right? But I keep my searches clean and I like I like a specific thing. That's it.
Oh,
All
God,
I'm
yeah,
gonna say
I
though,
know.
if you decide to go look for porn for hentai,
Be
a
careful.
classic show for hentai is La Blue Girl.
Yep.
Love Blue Girl.
Yeah, L.A. Blue Girl. That's
Okay.
all
Oh,
I'm
it's an
saying.
old one? Is that
Yeah,
an old one? 'Cause
it's
that
old.
sounds,
Yeah.
I've seen that. Okay.
Yeah,
There's aliens involved with that, isn't it?
there's like aliens and
Aliens.
demons or
Yeah.
something like
Yeah.
that.
JC and I are like, what?
I'm just gonna let your
No,
imagination
no, don't
run
worry. I'm
with
doing my
that.
little Google search here while y'all talking.
She is like,
No, no, no. I just remember our last talk about um
Our favorite comic book.
the favorite comic book. What can we with the what is it? The Mushroom Island?
yeah, Mushroom Island, yes, Mushroom Island. And hey, by the way, out there in Radio Land, do us a favor. If you have a favorite type of porn that you like to watch, email it right now to brownsugarconfessions@gmail.com, because we're going to read it on the air. Like, what is your kind of porn that you like? Why do you like it? As we get back to these ladies like an anime and hentai porn, because I'm a little lost. I've never seen it, but Jenny's seeing it. She's Googling it. She's going to share the links with me. So go ahead, Miss T, talk about it, because I don't know. Oh, y'all like it. I didn't even know that was a thing. Is it a thing?
It's a thing. Like,
it's a thing.
If you're an anime person, if you love like Japanese anime,
and y'all black women, and it's a thing.
Yes.
I know.
At some point in your anime life, you have probably come across hentai, and you figured out what you like very quickly.
Yes, very, very quickly. I was just like, "That's out. This is in. All the way. Game over."
Game over. Oh,
wait. But speaking of, well, Dr. Val, you said you were going to share yours, unless Katie wants to share hers.
Oh, Katie, you go first, and I'll share mine. What do you like, girl? What's your porn? What's your favorite?
Okay. So, I'm starting to think that maybe what my tastes are maybe they're not so spicy as I thought they were. But I have a serious preference to girl on girl action. So. I don't know what it is. I think it's because for me, I feel like when there's a woman involved, there's women involved, there's usually it's a lot more touching, there's a lot more slobbering on all the ladies.
Oh, slobbering.
And with that being the case, it just kind of makes me a little excited. So it gives me kind of the juices flowing action that I need to be able to go, when I'm by myself. So that's typically what I like to watch. And I like Tracy. I like to basically watch, adult entertainment that's geared for women by women.
Oh, okay. So y'all like that soft, loving stuff. Ooh, I'm not so soft, and I guess I'm not so loving. Because the kind of porn that I like to watch, and I had a lot of shame around it. And a lot of women, actually, regardless of what porn it is out there they want to look at, there is shame, because this is something women don't do. We don't talk about. We're ashamed to let our partner know we like it or have an interest in it. Because sometimes our partner's porn is not exactly something that we want to watch. But ladies out there, if you have an interest in something, let your partner know, because they are more than inclined to let you watch it, so to get you in the mood. When I told my husband that I like humiliation porn, he almost fell out the bed. He was like, "You like what?"
How does that work? Humiliation porn? Like, I am so confused. Like, what defines humiliation?
Well, humiliation porn is, I'll give you a scene, is perhaps it's in a dungeon, and there's a girl, and she's probably tied up, and there are people around her dragging, using the rope, and they're dragging her across something, maybe something very soft and something prickly to get that skin sensation. They might be calling her names, all kinds of humiliating names. They might be making her say things or do things. And there is a lot of safety in humiliation porn. So when I'm watching it, because I've understand it for a long time, there are very safe ways to do it. And I have to stress that, because a lot of people are like, "Yo, Doc Val, that's kind of rough." Hey, it is what it is. But I like it. And when I told my husband at first, he was like, "Can we see some girl on girl action?" I said, "Not unless they both tied up and one pouring something in the other."
Oh, no.
But after a while, he's like, "Oh, you want to watch your stuff?" So we, half of his stuff, half is my stuff when we watch it. But the idea is to be comfortable and give voice to what you like, because there is no shame in it. And that's the point of this whole first segment, is really for women not to have shame in looking at and wanting to watch and enjoy porn. There are so many different types out there. Experiment, have fun with it, play around with it, see what gets your buttons. I heard everyone kind of say they like the girl on girl porn made for women by women because it's a softer kind of porn, and there's a lot out there. And wait a minute, I see Jenny she's got an email that's just come in. Wait. We get our first email on Power 101.7 Browser and Confessions. Jenny, what to say? Come on. I'm here. I'm ready.
Yeah, so I changed my background just so everyone can know I'm team soft bedroom. However, the question is asking. So this caller, she gave us her name. Her name is Millie. Millie wants to know, how can she start it? She feels a little bit unsafe, even experimenting. Do you have any suggestions of how to start? She's really intrigued by it, but she's afraid, like, she should do it by herself first, or explore with her partner, you know, because she's not into watching him watch porn, because then she gets a little jealous. She says in her email. But how does she do it? Like, is it something she should explore as an individual person first, or with a couple? Like, what do you suggest?
What I would suggest that she do is, number one, talk to her partner, that she has an interest in looking at porn to spice up and to bring in a little bit of excitement, or just whatever she wants to call it, and let her partner know that she's going to start actually looking at different types of porn to see what excites her. That's the first thing I'm going to tell you. So it might be where you're comfortable watching it by yourself, just trying to see what stimulates you, what repels you, what totally like disgusts you. So do it, I would say, privately. There's no shame in it, because understanding your body is absolutely okay. And also what triggers you to want to have sex is absolutely delicious. So go ahead and do that first by yourself. Once you get comfortable and you can express to your partner, I like this, and so let's watch this tonight. And let them see your reaction. Get into it. As you're watching it, let your mind, your imagination run wild and have fun with it. Remember, there is no shame in it. And I also want to touch on something else that she said, Jenny C, is the jealousy around her partner watching porn. I hear that a lot. They don't want their partner to watch it because women in porn are incredibly beautiful. You know, when they're having their orgasms, their backs are arched, their hair is flowing, looking like angels from heaven or something. You know, they got these gorgeous sounds.
What porn is this? Because most of the porn I see,
Okay.
But not so much anymore. That used to be what it was like.
But definitely not watching that daggone anime.
It's not even an anime.
Not even anime.
Is this just because it's the free porn and everybody looks like a regular person that is like, I don't know this? Like,
that's what I like about that these days. I feel like, hey, I can compete with these girls now. Like,
right.
Y'all watching the free porn. I am not watching the free porn.
You got the paid subscription or something. I'm like, dang, I got
they still
clearly I haven't even seen the porn. I don't even know if I've seen the directors. I need something to find. Somebody send me a link, something.
We're going to send some links. And here's what we're going to do. If you send us your email right now, hit us on brownsugarconfessions@gmail.com. I am going to send you some links as a clinical sexologist, a sex coach, on links that you can go to, ladies and gents, okay? That for women, porn for women made by women, I'm going to have it categorized. So there's, you know, my type of porn. There's girl on girl porn. There's some BDS porn, whatever you like. I'm going to break it down, give you a little sheet so that you can go to pull up some sites that I personally recommend to my clients. So make sure that you send us that email address at brownsugarconfessions@gmail.com. And getting back to Millie, you know, I want to make sure we clear this up, is we understand, and I understand in my practice, that jealousy and having your partner, I've had women come to me and say, it feels like he's cheating on me. He likes it more. He likes watching them more than he likes watching me. Or I can't compete with her because she's so pretty. We hear that a lot in my practice. And I want to talk to you around that and how to get away from not thinking that he doesn't want or love or turn you or desires you anymore, because it's actually the opposite. It's actually a matter of trusting, that he's trusting you to look at his type of porn. He's touching you. He's enjoying you, or your partner, should I say, is enjoying you. It has nothing to do with them not. Just a way for them to spice it up. And also remember, if your partner is a male, the first stimulation for them is in their eyes. So seeing it gets them stimulated. That's called vague staring. That's why they like to watch women, their partners undress. They like to watch them, put even makeup on. They like to watch them in the shower. They like to look at the naked form. It's in their eyes first. And that also extends to watching porn and television. So don't take it personally. It's just what cis men like. Yeah, go ahead, Miss T.
I just had a moment of clarity.
Ah,
Is this why peepers always get off from watching people?
yes.
Whoa,
I don't get that kind of
fast.
food. Yeah. It because it's here. It's in the eyes first. Is what attracts them. That's what men go for. Cis men, it's here. The vague staring is what it's called, and that's the science behind sex. For women, and this is why we like a softer, not we all, because obviously I don't, but a softer, gentler porn is it is for us, it's all about our memories, our mind. When we get excited in our minds first, a beautiful moment that might remind you of a scene that you had with your partner, like, oh, I remember that. That's what triggers us. Him, her being gentle with you in a scene. Oh, I remember when they did that with me. You know what also has that same effect that turns us on? Jewelry.
Candy. Oh, I was gonna say candy.
I'm team candy.
I mean, candy is amazing.
Yes. Candy's cheaper, but jewelry does that. Because you think about it, your partner gives you a little piece of jewelry. It's normally attached to something, right? It's attached to a moment, something special. You put it on, your mind instantly goes back to, oh, I got that for
I just had another moment of clarity.
All right, Miss T.
Is this why the toxic boyfriend is always like, hey, remember that time when we did X, Y, and Z and da 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 da? You're just like, oh, I remember that. Okay, you can have my panties now.
Yeah, exactly.
Dang, that's how they get us.
Boyfriend might have taken one of my sex classes. Yes, perhaps.
And the power goes in the wrong direction.
Exactly, the power. Yes, Miss Jenny C. Good up, girl.
I got a question for you, but that's okay. It is possible, right, for a woman to also be stimulated visually. That's why we like watching the porn, right? Is that how that works too?
100%.
Okay.
Absolutely. And the science behind there is no right, there is no wrong. It is just a matter of researching that they've noted that for men, it's with the eyes first, and for women, we get turned on in our minds first. And so you'll notice that, for women, it's that softer type, brings back memories, but that doesn't mean all women, because for me, that doesn't work for porn. I like the hard stuff. I'm just like, well, could someone do something because I'm bored now. So be comfortable in what you like. There is no shame in it. Just have fun with it. Even if you have low desire, I recommend to my clients to even have some private time, stimulating yourself. Self-love is also good love. If you have to put on some porn and watch it and enjoy yourself with the toy, because really it's all about enjoying your body and allowing your body to experience pleasure without shame and without guilt. And you can only get this talk on Power 1017. And we are Brown Sugar Confessions, and we're going to be right back. We got to take care of some of our bills right now.
Bill paying time. It's bill paying time.
Bill bills.
Bill
Can
pays.
you pay them bills? Somebody please pay these bills.
Yes, we're going to pay these bills. So don't go anywhere. Go get yourself a drink. Take that phone with you. Come on right back, because we're going to get into something hot and sexy on the next segment of Brown Sugar Confessions. We'll talk to you. Woohoo!
Welcome back to Brown Sugar Confessions on Power 1017. You can find us on Instagram on Brown Sugar Confessions, Also, like and follow us on YouTube and join our mailing list so you can get up-to-date information, behind the scenes clips, and you might even win something. What are you waiting for? Come on.
Come on, do it. Come
Let's do
on.
it. Win this stuff. You will not regret it. Ever.
Absolutely, yes. You know what we're going to talk about next? I know I gave you guys a little teaser already.
What are we talking about, Doc?
I want to talk about sex/life or sex life. That is streaming like number 2 or 3 right now on Netflix.
It's up there.
Yeah. Number 1, have you seen it? I think it's 7 when they go to the swingers party.
Oh my
You mean
God.
that crash fire?
Right now.
That crash fire that went down?
Yes, I want to know. Have you seen it? Let's talk about it.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yes.
Can we talk about the wasp doing the wasp thing?
Yes.
And the jello. That's what got me. I was like,
swing. That swing.
The swing was legit.
Oh my.
The swing. So what did you guys think
hated
about them going to this swingers party with their friend?
Hated it.
Why?
One, okay, so I've been to those parties. I did not like that they went in with no rules.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't like that in the scene that she was non-verbally saying no, and he did not listen or respect her wants and needs. For me, if I'm at a party and you even attempt to do some stuff like that, game over. I don't trust you, and I'm out.
You
And he
meant to
kept
say verbally, not non-verbally, right?
no, she non-verbally communicated that when she was doing this and
Oh, okay,
this
gotcha.
and this. Those are non-verbal no's.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So when she was hugging herself in the scene.
Yes, because in the
Gotcha.
beginning, as we know, in the beginning, they were kissing, and you could see the comfortableness on her skin. And as it progressed, you saw how uncomfortable she got. He even noticed it, which is why he was tugging at her clothes harder than he was in the beginning.
Hey
And
guys, I think we need to back up just a smidget. So I don't know if everyone here has seen this show before, and there's a lot of context that's missing out of this. And I think that was super crucial to where we got at this part of the show.
Okay, should we throw in a spoiler alert? Just
Hey, Katie, give them a little bit.
All right, so just to make it super short and simple, this is the couple that the woman in the relationship had a lot of previous sex history. Like she was pretty wild, had some wonderful, wild, amazing sex with some amazing boyfriends. And the husband found out about that and felt very insecure, tried to measure up to it, and it caused major rifts in their relationship. So this was kind of like a Hail Mary that some friends came up with in order to kind of get them to stay together and to try to find a way to explore each other sexually. Mm-hmm. And it was very interesting because it was a huge fail. Huge.
I don't even want to say Hail Mary because they were the other people were friends. I don't think they were friends.
I don't think so either.
They just had the hots for them separately, and they're like, I can be able to do what I want to if I bring them in. But what I also agree with Tracy, I have never been to a sex club, but I know from people that I've talked to, Dr. Val and some other people, that there are rules to the game, and those rules were not discussed nor were they agreed with.
Exactly.
So once they went in, it was a whole trash fire after that. The entire show is a trash fire, but most of the trash fire happened in this 47 whatever minutes it was.
Exactly. And I'm glad you mentioned that about, really people don't understand. It's now called the lifestyle. And I am actually, they call I don't know, world-renowned, I hate that word, but a world-renowned expert on the lifestyle.
You're a professional lifestyler.
I'm a professional lifestyler. I go around the world actually working with those in the lifestyle, aka swinging. I teach on many of their events. I'll be in France actually next week teaching at one of their events. So we're going to do this show live with me in France, talking, like being in like a whole like swingers town.
I'm so excited for this.
A whole swinger city in France, where I'm going to come in and talk to you about. I can't show anything, I don't think, but
Hopefully.
I'm going to talk about it. So I will tell you just from a personal opinion and from a professional opinion what I thought went wrong with that whole scene. So within the lifestyle, there are rules, as Miss T said, and those rules are to keep out drama. And what happened in that scene, there was a lot of drama. The first point was, if you're going into a swingers event, a lifestyle event, it's good to have a little idea that you're going to that kind of event. You never want to go in blindsided. Now, I know personally from my clients all over the world, they have done that to their partners and it's always backfired. It's never been a situation where it's like, woohoo, I'm in the swing, swinging back and forth. It's usually a fight. So do yourself a favor. If you have an interest in that, let your partner know beforehand, because that whole atmosphere can be very triggering for many of your partners. It can cause a lot of anxiety. So do them and you a favor, have the conversation first. The second thing that happened is that there were not a discussion about safe words and boundaries and rules. There is in the lifestyle, and if those that are interested in the lifestyle, I'm actually going to send you, it's like a 40-page vocabulary, 40 pages that I have of terminology. Yes, their hands are raising. Everyone's raising their hands.
The young one needs to know this.
They want it.
The young one needs to know this.
Yes, it's the terminology, because everything is somewhat coded. All the advertisement is, the wording is very coded, but I have formatted for you guys. So send us an email at brownsugarconfessions@gmail.com. Of course, only on Power 1017 you want to get this from, where I'm going to send you that info just for sending us an email so I can give you the information. But the language of swinging, and I said swimming.
I mean, at some point you might be swimming in
something. At some point you might be swinging in the swingers.
Swimming in something at that point.
In the swingers. So we're going to understand like the terminology and also the rules. What are the rules? Every couple has to have a conversation before they go into it. What is a yes? What is a no? What is off limits? You know, there is normally some kind of code word. You might hear couples say like pineapple. That means they want to leave a scene. They might say, you know, hamburger or whatever, but there's a word and that means they're uncomfortable. There's also discussion beforehand. Like, I don't want to be in an orgy. I don't want that. Perhaps a guy might say, I don't want any guy on guy scene. Okay. It could be, I don't want a tongue kiss. Could be another rule. So those rules have to be spoken in advance so that you don't have drama if you choose to go in that lifestyle. Because what happened on that show, spoiler alert, is that they had a scene when he got very turned on. He brought his wife into the scene. It was a kind of an exhibition scene. At first, she was okay, like a nanosecond. Then when people started watching her, it totally freaked her out. And she had what I've seen many times, a breakdown. A breakdown in that environment where it was too much and she had to leave and it was a fight. And we call that, in that lifestyle, that's drama. And that can get you taken out of an event where you don't ask to go back to an event, because they have lots of rules. Yes, Tracy Love, what girl? I know something.
I'd like to, as you spoke about the rules, also the rule that he also broke in that is you don't have sex with other people without the partner's consent.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Yes.
And you don't do it out of revenge, because what he did was out of revenge, and it was not out of wanting to enjoy the act with the person.
Yes.
It was to show her that, look, I can do this with anybody.
Exactly. So like I said, if you want that information, make sure that you email us at brownsugarconfessions@gmail.com. Our gift to you for our very first show is going to be this 40-page booklet on the lifestyle, its rules and regulations for those that want to endeavor in it. And I think that KD, we got a question, don't we?
We sure do.
Oh, yes, I'm ready.
Hey.
All right, let's get to it. So we have Tangerine from Georgetown, and she wants to know, how does someone find a swinger community?
Oh, good question. So there are many, many websites that you can go to that list by your state and even country, that list various house parties, which is what that particular couple went to. And a house party is where you go to someone's house and they host an event. There's usually a screening process. They want to know you first, and you go there and let it be what it be. There are also clubs in various cities and states that you can look up as well. I'm going to send you that information. What's her name? Tangerine in Georgetown. Tangerine. I'm going to send you that information and the websites that you can go to. And if you go to our YouTube channel, we're actually going to have that listed there for you as well. The website that you can go to look up where and what, even country and city and state that you can go to that list house parties. They will list clubs, because there's many, and they're private clubs in many places. You have to be a member of it because, there's activity going on. And then there's also events, and there are also destinations. Like in Jamaica, there is Hito, right? Hito.
It is an island, yes.
You can go to in Jamaica. That is a lifestyle resort. And the word lifestyle, it's not about just exchanging partners. It's for people that honestly are just open-minded. So perhaps you just like to be nude. Perhaps you just want to look. Perhaps you just want to be in an atmosphere where there's no kids. Vacation. These places, no kids. You can be free. If you want to dress up in your dungeon wear, BDSM wear, you can. No one's going to look at you and be like, what? You can be free. And that is what attracts people to that lifestyle. So what you got, Miss T?
So, but the majority of it, a lot of this could have been avoided had she just put a lock on her computer.
Yeah.
And the fact that she didn't, because she knows her husband's looking at her computer, she chose to leave it unlocked anyway, unless he knows the password. And if he knows the password, why didn't she change it? There is so much. If you really want to keep your business private, you can keep your business private. There are tons of people with cell phones and whole families out there that nobody knows about. You can't even keep your journal private.
Yes, maybe she didn't want to. That's the thing. She didn't want to. Jenny,
and that's it. I don't think she wanted to.
I don't think so. I heard you had, what you got, Jenny C?
All right, so my question is to get back to the swingers.
Yeah.
Because I'm still curious about that. To answer Tangerine's question, was that accurate? Was that an accurate depiction of a house party? And should they have brought you in for a consultation?
Yeah, that's a good
question. So let's talk about that. Yes, that was a pretty accurate depiction of what goes on in a house party. You're invited in, normally from the internet. You have to fill out a little questionnaire, and or a friend brings you in. It's normally not when you're blindsided, but yes, you come in. The host does come up, they greet you. You walk right into the scene and you're overwhelmed visually. Your senses are alive. There's a lot going on. And it's very tantalizing, exciting atmosphere. So that is very, very common. And it's a good depiction of what goes on in someone's house party. There's normally plates of condoms out. I've even been to parties where they've had a little wipey station, and there's always food. I mean, I remember one time I was teaching at a swingers event, and they had a buffet that I'm like, I'm here for the food. I don't need to watch. No, that's in the corner because I'm here for these lobster tails.
They have following.
Some of these people, some of these places and houses, they put out like full-fledged, because people around midnight, people done playing, and they don't say sex, they say play. And I like that word, yes. Because, you think you're playing, you're having fun, right? So they use the word play, not sex in the lifestyle.
So you'd be like, I'm just, you know what, I'm done playing. I'm going to go get something to eat.
Yeah, and at midnight, the big buffet comes out.
Yep. It's like a power up.
Listeners, make sure when you share on your social media outlets that you saw our show, and we need you to do the hashtag eat and play. So we know that you saw our first show. Promise?
Okay.
Hear that. Say it again, Jenny C. What do they need to do? What's the hashtag?
Hashtag eat and play. And make sure you also include our IG, which is at Brown Sugar Confessions. All right. And then remember, you can only get us on Power 1017.
Hey.
I'm suddenly hungry for some lobster tail. Thanks.
You know what? Honestly, I've never had a lobster tail before.
Go to this party.
I know. I'm like, do I need to go to a lifestyle party to get a decent lobster tail?
Get your resume ready and your picture.
Bruh, I don't know if my little tiny virgin heart can hold on to this. Like, I am not mentally
Listeners,
prepared.
do not believe Miss T.
Curls the clutch.
We are so excited that you joined us on our very first episode of Brown Sugar Confessions on only Power 1017. And it's been a pleasure to be with you. This has been an amazing conversation. We are going to continue this conversation live, unscripted, unedited on Patreon. So make sure you get on YouTube right now and you get your happy asses onto our Patreon, where we go into deep, unedited detail about what the lifestyle is. And Tracy, go ahead, girl. I know you got something that you want to add to that. I'm excited.
We're going to do watch parties live where you can interact with us while we're watching the episodes. For me, this is like Mystery Science Theater 3000, but better.
Are y'all ready for me to scream at my TV? Let's go ahead and put your volume down, because
you'll be ducking.
I'll just be like, you know what?
The Patreon is worth it. Come sign up and join us over there and have some fun with us.
So make sure that you flip off here, get into Patreon. The information is right below. Make sure you do that right now and subscribe to that, where you get to interact with us live, unscripted, as we go off the radio and talk and go into detail.
It's going to get wild.
See you right now in Patreon. You guys have a blessed one, and we'll see you in France.
Hey.
Thank you.